Hello, the game has started and it's me to go first. I have a few too many duplicates and triplicates, but Leon should help balance things a bit. That's a little bit better. I have a balanced rack here. Don't know if there's a bingo. I have the oid ending. Not seeing anything with that. I have the IER ending. Again, nothing jumping out at me there. Opponent's play of dup hasn't provided much help. Actually, yird is good and doi. So maybe something like that for 27. Geoid is also good, but not seeing a place for that. Yird, I think I'll go with that for 27. Not great, a little bit clunky with the BW and duplicate G's. I feel a bit bogged down. But yeah, hopefully I can get rid of some of these heavier consonants. I have blogged. .24. Hopefully pick up some better tiles to go with the W. Let's see what opponent does. Okay, he's played R. Gaper. So this is 24. What about 32? That's better, yeah. Not a good pickup though. U, V and W. A pretty terrible combination of 3 tiles. So quite limited with the flexibility of the rack. Now even with the U, I can't take advantage of opponent's Q play there, which is a shame. I have Zia and Z here for 26. I cannot get across to the double word square, sadly. I might just play says for 44. What an awful rack leave though. That's a little bit better. If I had to play VAW somewhere, VAW, that would sort the rack out for the most part. I can live with this rack leave, provided I don't draw another U. Is there a Q play? Well, there is. Quena and Queen. Is that worth doing? Awful rack leave. This is probably minus 10 as far as the equity score of rack leaves goes. So 28 down to 18. Opponent's play of fag hasn't really helped me, I don't think. No. So what does vor look like? That's 27. Similar score, but much better rack leave. I'm going with this. Okay. I've drawn the H for score. I do still have queen and quana. Or queen with two E's instead of EA. Can't seem to get a heavier scoring tile introduced into the mix. Still don't have anything for going after ZA. Okay, so I've got a little bit of a lead. 2 blanks to come. Opponent's play of liked has scuppered my Q play options. So it's back to the drawing board. Now, what about... I was thinking of R here. 26. EDH here. 29. Yeah, I think I like this better. I'm going with this. Better rack leave. Not bad. This is more like a bingo-y rack. Eco nut plus an A. Not seeing a 7 here. There might be one, but I'm not seeing it. Opponent's play of Mike doesn't make it any easier to bingo. The D, a potential bingo floater, but it has to be in 4th place. Ah, outdance. Perfect. 63. Not a good pickup, just the one vowel. And bogged doesn't take anything. P is good, so play through this E, perhaps retaining my vowel would be great. Perm, perf. Okay. What about, oh, opponent doesn't use the O there, so I wasn't even focusing there. Homer, 30 points. And it takes out the hot spot. What about perf? Yeah, I'm going with this. Am I? Maybe just go for score. Homer, 30. Just the one vowel again. Zap is good, but I don't have a vowel for going under the G. What to do? I still have the perf. Not even sure if perf is good. What else have I got? Fag takes an S, so sax maybe. Gives back easy score to opponent. That can't be best. What about an EX play? Nope. Can't see a play incorporating the X here either. Rex. No, it would have to start SE or PE. Opponent taking some time with this move. Opponent just plays off the T at the top there. So, perf isn't good. I thought it sounded weird. What about pers? 17. Oh, per doesn't. Thought it might take an S. Okay, what to do? Maybe just spar. Oh, well, surf is good, yeah, so I'll go with that. 17, and I do have another S for pluralizing surf. So, what do we have here? It's fairly balanced, got some vowels to go with the X. Looking at ways of perhaps XIS, that works well. 42 and a decent rack leave. That'd be my candidate play, unless there's an EX play here. Now, opponent's played Oi. He's probably very close to a bingo. Almost paradox. No. Yeah, I think I'll go with XIS for 42. Now, what do we have here? I have the pro prefix. Pro want, nope. Part. I have the part component, nope. Trap. I have the wart ending. There are quite a few wart words, but pan-wart doesn't sound overly familiar, no. Now opponent's play of knob, has that helped? It's getting a little bit more volatile now. If I'm to play underneath, I'll be exposing access to the triple word squares. can I get my W to play at J2 and reach the double word square, or even the P? My O plays above of, so what would that look like? Pity I don't have a G for wrong, or prong. Not seeing a play there. So I want to get rid of the W and the P, but I don't really like the idea of playing in the bottom right. $25 gives back easy score. I don't like that. Is this crazy? It scores hardly anything. But if I pick up an E or an I, this rack becomes pretty strong. And they're two blanks to come, so I should really be going for tile turnover. Want. Yeah, I'm going for that. Ouch. Don't draw a blank. And I've created a 9 timer. So that probably wasn't the smartest strategic play. But if opponent doesn't take it out, I will, with a play of... Oh, reunited. Okay, both blanks. That's fine. Sow takes an L. Boa is good, but that just doesn't work. What about Bop and P? Terrible rack leave, but decent score. Gee, that looks shocking as a rack leave. I think I will take it though for the points. 30 points. Okay. I live to breathe another turn. Could have been worse. Now, what to do with this V? Livor is good. Livor. Livor. I don't see a play for Livor. Maybe, gee, this is pretty shocking. The board is tight. There's not many. I'm just going to go with Lore here for... I can't. LE is no good. Six tiles, so I can't change either. I need to get rid of L and R. Royal. Wow, my time's quite low. Only 2 in the bag though, so that's fine. What to do with C and V? Vita and ABBA, that's one way of getting rid of the V. VAC would be good if I could play that somewhere. Liked. Front hooks, no. So Vita is my preferred play currently. That could change. Wow, tight board. Etat and Ta and Anna, pretty weak though. Oft. Tick. Takes an S though. Is there a potential bingo in this? Liaison. Would liaison play if opponent spotted it? No, opponent plays C, and I'll go with I think Carvey is good, but not Abby. So what did we say? Vita. Oh, the rack leave is shocking. Yeah, I'm going with this. Actually, if I play tick, then I've got Vly at the top, and opponent doesn't have anything for going at the end of tick, so that's fine. So Vly, it'll give back play to opponent, but I've also got Arval, no A available for that. Tav is good, so I'm definitely getting rid of the V. Opponent has JAU. Can he go out with JAU? Maybe not. So I think I'll go with Tav, just to ensure I get rid of it. L and R. Opponent plays the J. I'll play L here. Yeah. Oh, L here. I don't think I can get rid of the R. I'll just pass. The game is won, but would have been nice to have worked out an outplay here. No R play. But at least I got rid of the V and the C. That was the main pass. And opponent will go out with his A. Yeah, and that's the end of the game. So 407 to 310. Let's see what we missed. Back to the beginning. Yeah, Leon seems fine for the opening play. Opponent had a few options. Goes with Dub. Doji 26. I went with Yerd for 27. Aga for 15. Keeping the Q. Bogged for 32 was best. Chief for 23. Says for 44 best from that rack. Opponent had Fag for 32, and then I had Vor for 27, seems fine. Opponent had Dauk, goes with liked. EDH best from this rack. And opponent had a bingo, Timeus, and that was playable at L5. Making Fags, yeah. Outdance, the only bingo there. Auction, a few different bingos. Opponent goes with Eta. Morph, that was the player I missed. Form also good, but went with Homer. And then opponent does not have a bingo from this position, a playable one. Goes with 2 and fax for 22 at K2. Fax, but EX takes an O and there's a whole bunch of O's with blanks to come. Nah, I'm not doing that. Thank you very much. Went with surf. Boy for 23 with a good rack leave. Opponent goes with Oi, and then XIS was the highest score. Pox a better rack leave. Yeah. 12J, where was 12? Pox, yes. I do actually like that, even though it does take a Y. That rack leave is strong, especially if you pick up an E and one of those juicy blanks. But XIS also pretty good insofar as it took out this bingo lane under the E and also took out S hooks for fag, because that was a very useful, so 2 bingo lanes taken out, useful ones. So I still actually like the strategic merit of XIS. Now that's a good rack. Bubonic, Bunions, Rubicons, there were a few. Opponent went with Knob and then Powan. Oh, Waff, of course. I forgot about the W. Powan, a little bit trickier to spot, but it is a word I've seen and am familiar with. So a shame to have missed that one. But Pornor, good as well. Would have created a 9-timer opportunity, but yeah, I went with Want for 24, a little bit weak. Now look at that, Utaxite for 104. So I could have been heavily stung with a 9-timer there, although I did have a lead. Cutesy, a few other bingos, but Utaxite, the only 9-timer. Lepra for 29, 15J. Oh, Lepra. But there is an S to come, and I assume Lepra takes an S, so that could have been a massive comeback score, so I don't like Lepra. What else? Repla at N2. Repla, nah, but loose. So I just closed it down and suffered the terrible rack leave. Ronan, yeah, just average scores for opponent. Royal for 9, yeah, not much on offer there. And this was just a sticky end game where the board was pretty choked up. Vita for 20 is what I had originally thought of, but then I couldn't visualize a play for the C without the T. But Cly is good, so maybe I should have stuck with my original plan to play Vita, but I went with Tick. Now opponent's got Joel for 33, goes with Loin. Tab for 7, or Al for 18. Where was 1L? Oh, Aloft and Loy. And then what do I do with the V? VR. Then I'm swallowing the V. So not ideal, although it is a big score. And swallowing the V equates to 8 points off my score, so that'll be a 10-point play in effect. Yeah, much of a muchness, I think. Opponent had 24, goes with Joy. And then Lee and La. then opponent plays, and I have to pass there. Yeah, there's no play, and that was the end of the game. So I hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.